This man done a lot of treachery to us. But again, one of the last major prophecies is this MOTB, and we have to be on point and alert for it. But I was just watching the brother, he had the title of the movie up. Oh yeah, it's called Sound of Freedom. You know how they doing all this trafficking with these children? And see, Esau, matter of fact, let's get 2 Corinthians 2:11. Because Esau, what he'll do is, he'll make it seem like, hey, well, to track down your child, let us put this chip in him. We can locate him. Let us put this locator in him. Elderly people are walking away with Alzheimer's and all these different things, dementia. We can put a chip in them. If they walk away from the nursing home or get lost in the house or they just walked about, we can just go on the computer and locate them. So they're going to try and make it seem as if these things are beneficial to you. But actually, in reality, this man wants to perpetually enslave you.
They're selling batteries, and the commercial is some woman can't find her kid in the park. That's how they're selling batteries. The hell kind of way is that to sell batteries? Do you remember the old commercials? They just show some guy in a rainstorm, has a flat, pulls out a flashlight. Oh, thank God he had Duracell. You can see how wet I'm getting. That was it. Now they're showing this woman she can't find her kid in the park. She's sitting there going, Kevin? Kevin? Has anybody seen Kevin? Sitting there freaking out. Then she pulls out this little device. Beep, 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 beep. And here comes Kevin running out of the woods. And they're like, Duracell batteries. It's like, dude, the hell with the batteries. What was that thing she just took out of her pocket? How did Kevin know to come out of the woods? He didn't have an antenna. His sneakers weren't glowing. What the hell is in Kevin that's connected to that device? Don't just show me that like that's normal. Oh, yeah, robot kids. Yeah, must go see mommy. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. It was a beautiful day in the park.
Kevin, can you hand me
that turned to panic in an instant. And everything depended on a brick house child locator.
Kevin!
And packed inside every locator is the only battery Brick House trusts, Duracell. So even if you hope you'll never have to use it, it still has to work. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
What the hell is in Kevin that's connected to that device?
Okay, Shalom. As always, I want to start these videos by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash, as well as the salutations upon to the elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth under and have been laboring, helping younger brothers such as myself understand this 144% doctrine of the Bible. This being something titled to the sort of M to the OTB propaganda, okay? And I was watching on the brother's side channel, the beloved brother Yakanan Nawak, Hebrew Israelite Milk video, looks like almost 2 years ago to the day, of him and another brother going in on the M to the OTB spoken on in Revelation, the 13th chapter. And he used an example. I'm not sure exactly how to, look up what movie he was talking about. I believe he mentioned it. But basically, Esau was using his propaganda to, you could just chip up your child. And I believe today I'm recording this in the last day of June 30th, 2025. This is, I believe, also not only Pride Month, the LGBTQ in silent letter P. That's what that plus really stands for. But it's also I believe, the month of microchipping your pets. Okay. And this is all part of the devil's propaganda. Devil meaning deceiver. Okay. And he's Satan. He's the adversary of righteousness. Okay. And that's what this man's finna come down with, a chip. And he gonna make it seem like it's cool. And it's the cool thing to do. He just like in 2020, what would he pull out? Manny Fresh and Juvenile to XAV backwards, you know what I'm saying, that thing up, okay? He gonna use these celebrities, these puppet Jake celebrities and all that to take that chip spoken on in particular Revelation the 13th chapter. But if you're an Israelite, if you're a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, or a speckled bird, your bloodline stems back to them, okay? You gonna get a first-class seat ticket to the lake of fire, because we know that this place, America, is going to be utterly annihilated in the third woe, in World War III, okay, by ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. But what the brother started off with was one of the last main key prophecies is that M to the OTB, mark of the beauty and the BEAST. All right, so let's get the definition. And when he said it, it immediately reminded me of the stand-up of Bill Burr, and this got to be at least 15 years old. But it shows you, you know, most of these people are zombies. They just see an ad like that and not even question it. Okay, he was questioning like, well, no, fuck them batteries. Well, what the hell was that tool where you could just find your kid missing out of the park? And that's part of those miracles spoken on that he's going to use. You could help cure blindness, help cure deafness, help elderly people with Alzheimer's, and find your kid that's lost, and find your cat that escaped and went missing. But really, like the brother say, he's going to use that for wickedness. That's all this man knows. Okay, so let's get propaganda, because this is the devil's tactics. He's going to use subtlety. He's going to slowly introduce something over time. He's going to normalize this tool of evil, propaganda, information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular or political cause or point of view. Okay, and that Duracell commercial is my first time watching it. You know, that's clear propaganda of the M to the OTB. And look how old that's not before touchscreen. And he was already brainwashing the public to accept this BS. Okay, how much more now in the 2020s, where he really got the technology to do that. I just got a brand new iPhone yesterday, the Wadi Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the technology is crazy how much it's advanced from 5, 10, 15 years ago. Esau got the technology to sooner than later introduce this beast system. Okay, and another example I got, or definition of propaganda, verse start at number 2. The spreading of ideas, information, or rumor for the purpose of helping, yeah, right, or injuring an institution, a cause, or a person. And Esau about to injure a whole lot of people when they get that mark of the beauty and the BEAST injected into them. Number 3, ideas, facts, or allegations spread deliberately to further one's cause or to damage an opposing cause. Okay, so we know this is all part of the devil's tactics. He uses predictive programming. Okay, and I believe, you know, I'll save that for another video, but it just sparked me in the spirit. The Rugrats movie, it shows in that date of September. We know what date I'm talking about, in the earliest of the 2000s. Okay, it shows that false you know what I'm trying to say. It shows that he used that predictive programming. But staying on point to this the prophecy, one of the last main prophecies in Revelation, the 13th chapter, is that M to the OTB. He gonna disguise it. Is it something cool? You know, he's gonna use his predictive programming in a Duracell commercial. But really, this was already prophesied in the Bible, and it's coming real soon. Revelation 13 will start at verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Here we go, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, and every time I bring that out, I like to mention that all these barcodes have a 666 in it. Okay, this man, he gonna make it seem cool. Look, we can cure this, we can cure that. If you just take this chip, But really, he's going to come down draconian like. And the root word of draconian is like a dragon. He going to come down and force everyone to take that. And if you don't, he might either put you to death, or he's going to shun you from his future digital beast-like society, where you're not going to be able to buy nothing. You're not going to be able to sell nothing. You're not going to even be able to walk inside the grocery store unless you take his chip. All right. And we can already see, you know, our women, Eve, starting with the so-called black woman, she's joined like a conjoined twin to this man's wicked queendom, to his society. Okay. Now, and he gonna crack down. He's gonna take all these goodies away and cause our people to fall into that snare, that trap that he's about to lay. And that Duracell commercial is just another slithering tactic of the devil, the serpent, to normalize this and to get people to accept this before it happens. All right, but and the brother was about to bring that out. Let's get this. We're not gonna Thawadi Yahweh Shai. We can see it clear as day. And that was a clear device of wickedness. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? And so that we can see it. And this is coming sooner than later. And it's spoken on. Not only are you definitely gonna get a seat in the lake of fire when the missiles get shot off on this place, but before that you might get jacked up. You might get some ugly ass sores. You might become fatally ill and sick, because we know Job 13 verse 4. Let's pull that real quick. That this man's a liar. He gonna make it seem cool, but really he jacking you up. And we seen that happen in 2020, 2021. We don't need to mention what it was. A lot of people that thought they was getting helped end up getting stabbed. And that's what you get for trusting in a devil. The scriptures speak on who should pity a charmer, that basically paraphrasing is gets bitten by a serpent. This man is a snake. He's the devil. He's the slithering devil that the Bible speaks of. And he's he's sharpening his sword, and he's about to crack down and come down with great wrath. Job 13 verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. All right. And a lot of people of our people, you know, Hosea 4:6 are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They gonna willingly accept this man's madness. All right. And they gonna get jacked up. Revelation 16 verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast. Let's read that again. Revelation 16 verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beauty in the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And Salaki just, try to speak in code a little bit, because we know that this man, he's cracking down on videos. He's cracking down on freedom of speech. But the Lord just said, you can potentially get a grievous sore if you take that. That thing gonna jack you up, especially if you're an Israelite. Revelation 14 verse 9 and 10, and we'll get the 19th chapter as well. Speaking on you take that, that's a first class ticket to the lake of fire to come. Revelation 14 9 and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's Yahweh Shai coming back and within the presence of the holy angels. Okay. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they, basically, you're going to have a stop right there. You're going to get torched up. We don't want no parts of that. Okay, this is the Lord said he's going to test all of us. We all going to be tested. All right, and this is one of the major last key prophecies and a warning. Don't take that damn chip. Just like in 2020-21. Don't take that damn juicy juice, that damn jump shot. All right, here we go. Another example or warning that is a certified seat to get put in the lake of fire. Revelation 19 verse 20. And going back, The Lord's gonna view you, the Heavenly Father is gonna view you like a damn cyborg, okay? He gonna be, he not gonna be able to recognize you if you take that chip. You now have the branding of the devil, Esau, Edom, on you, okay? Revelation 19, Salaki is sweating right now, verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, which wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. All right, that's not a pretty way to go. So this is just a warning of the propaganda, you know, with this Duracell commercial. And the blood brother, you know, he got a movie. He mentioned the movie, but as well as it remind me of that stand-up, which got to be at least 15 years old, of Bill Burr, talking about, you know, Kevin's lost. He's in the field. He's lost. And all of a sudden, you know, she pulls out this device of Satan and she can track him down. That's really a miracle from the devil. All right. But you take that as an Israelite and that's your ass. You gonna get torched up with fire and nuclear brimstone. All right. We're just sending the warning out. You know, where them days are closing in sooner than ever. I hope this was edifying. Shalom.